The Outlander saga continues as its 8th and final season is just around the corner. This time, we will finally get answers to all the questions that have been building up over the past decade. So let's talk about it. One of the biggest questions haunting me, and I'm sure a lot of you, is whether Faith, Jamie, and Claire's first daughter could somehow be alive. I know Season 2 made it devastatingly clear that she didn't survive. But then, how do we explain everything that happened in Season 7? I don't know about you, but I can't shake the feeling that something bigger is going on here. Outlander has never shied away from throwing insane twists at us. With time travel in play, is it really impossible for Faith to still be alive somewhere? I doubt it. But let me know what you think. The thing that really messed with my head was Francesca mentioning Faith. Yes, she made it clear that Faith was no longer around, but she didn't provide any details that would confirm her death. Or am I just stretching the possibilities here? Hear me out, I'm not alone in these theories. I've seen theories floating around that maybe Faith was raised elsewhere, or that she exists in another timeline. One of the wildest ideas I've come across is that Faith could have been reborn in the future as one of Jamie and Claire's descendants. Maybe someone named their child after her, and somehow, that child ends up traveling back in time. If this is what's happening, it's hands down the craziest twist Outlander has ever pulled, and I don't even know how to process it. If I'm losing my mind over this, imagine Jamie's reaction in Season 8. He still feels guilty about everything surrounding Faith and the fact that he left Claire alone during Faith's birth. Sam Heughan even said that playing the moment when Jamie starts questioning if Faith could be alive was a revelation for him. He said, "It's interesting because even playing Faith's death way back in Season 2, we played the truth of it. We had no idea ourselves, so it was a shock for us as actors reading it and learning about it. Just as it was for the characters. I think the thought process for Jamie is, how is this possible? The elation, the happiness that it actually could be possible. But of course, no one would suffer and struggle more than our beloved Claire. My heart breaks just thinking about what she must be feeling." Kater Ona Balfe put it perfectly when she said, "I just love it when you are given a scene, and you read it, and it's like, oh, that's really good. But in the playing of it, when the hairs on your arms are standing up, it's pretty brilliant. It's such an interesting cliffhanger because it opens up a whole new world of questions, leading us brilliantly into the next season. What if Claire finally has a chance to see her daughter again? Think about it. What if all that grief and heartbreak is suddenly met with hope? But let's be real, this is Outlander. Nothing ever comes easy. If Faith is alive, or if there's some truth to these time travel theories, then you already know things are going to get messy. Maybe Roger and Brianna's research into time travel will finally crack something open. Maybe they'll be the ones to find a way to bring Faith back into the fold. Do you think there's even a chance Faith could be alive? Or am I just setting myself up for heartbreak all over again? Let me know in the comments because I can't be the only one obsessing over this. Speaking of complicated relationships, I need to talk about Jamie and Lord John. I swear, their dynamic is one of the most fascinating aspects of this show. They've gone from being enemies to reluctant allies to this deeply complex friendship that is just impossible to define. After the way things ended in Season 7, I can't stop thinking about where they're headed next. Sam Heughan himself pointed out how significant this relationship is going to be moving forward. He said, "I think it's setting them up very much apart in Season 8. There's a lot of work that they will have to do to become friends again. And who knows if they will? They have so much history. It's probably one of the most interesting relationships outside of Jamie and Claire. Let's not forget that these two are bound together by something much bigger than themselves, William." Jokes aside, William will absolutely be a central focus in the final season of Outlander, as he represents the future of the Frasers. And yes, Lord John has raised Jamie's son as his own, and that connection is never going away. Speaking on it, Sam said, at this point, they're also both fathers to William, and he certainly has both of their qualities. So there's a lot for them to work through. I don't know how this is going to play out, but I need to see them find some kind of closure, whether that means reconciliation or a heartbreaking split. I just know that Season 8 is going to put me through an emotional roller coaster. Sophie Skelton, who plays Brianna, has already warned fans that Season 8 is going to be brutal. She said, "The final season is going to blow people's minds a little bit." The fans have been put through the ringer coming into the second half of this season. We've really played with the emotional heartstrings, but I feel like the end of the season is just a bit more of a nice sigh of relief, maybe a little bit more peaceful. But then, in Season 8, we're just gonna mess you up again emotionally. I think it's a really big and really magnificent season. I'm excited for the fans to see it. I don't know about you, but that tells me we're in for an absolutely heartbreaking ride. And yes, I'm not ready to say goodbye to the show yet. All I know is that I need Season 8, and thankfully, I won't have to wait too long. Outlander Season 8 is expected to premiere in late 2025 in the U.S., and filming has already wrapped. For more updates on Outlander, make sure to like and follow. Meanwhile, the video on the screen might also interest you.